Welcome to the Truth About Longevity Training. We're not just going to talk about it. We're going to show you a bunch of inside tricks, hacks, tips. I see my mom's like almost ready to go there. She's 67, Derek's 43. I'm the youngin' here, 30, but at 20, couldn't grab the rim. So life is pretty dang good now at 30. Most aggressive player on the court. So fun just to hoop with my friends. We're starting with our toes. That's the first part of it, okay? We're putting this out of the way. I tested out with my mom last night, and the torque sled works. So you could be at home and you could use this same Spud ink strap and you would not have to have a sled and turf. But I think that if we design more gyms like this that are half turf, half everything else, we can change the world. So notice every step we're pushing through those toes. So there's no rush here. We think about feet. So most of us as we age, we really lose not just the strength, but the flexibility in our feet. And now when we're going backwards, this is a fundamental human deficiency that we get as we age. Strength with the knee over the toe. So every step I'm reaching my toe behind my knee. If you can't get toe behind knee pain-free, it's too much weight, but you can rebuild. This is what I've done basically more than anyone alive is backward sled. But when we go forward now, we're getting into that toe mobility. So we're gonna do one more. So when I'm going forward, toe mobility, feet, smoothness. I don't want to run my cameraman over that. So Derek, okay, good. And this 2 down and backs is only the first of 5 rounds. You got me on this one? The knees over toes are too strong. Sorry, it's just, I've been whooping. I was beating college football players weighing 230 earlier this week. The knees over the toes are just too strong. But this is fun for Derek and I. This is how we're gonna train the rest of our lives. But this is so much cooler to me that my mom, 67, digging those toes. Get those toes, yeah, look at that. She is putting scientific money in the bank to not fall down the stairs as she gets older. Backward walking alone, proven to be an effective screening process for falling down the stairs. So now imagine actually getting stronger with that. If you can walk backwards, you could probably drag a pound. Now she's dragging 135 pounds. Now, right here, Derek, I'll put you here, and I'll put my mom here. This is the same exercise, but it's good to have options. Just how I described the torque sled you could have at home. You wouldn't even need turf in a sled. 30 or 10?
10 for now.
Okay, that was 30. All right. So this is another fundamental human deficiency, is strength below the belly button and in the hip flexors, and particularly as we age, when we stop sprinting, we lose our hip flexor strength. So now this is the opposite of squatting and deadlifting. It's the reverse, meaning if you haven't trained this, you're weak on it. 100% of people that I've ever tested on this are weak compared to what they should be on the reverse of a squat. Now you can go at your own pace, your own tempo. You like this? Good. I like kind of explosive up and then slower down, but you don't have to have a cable set up all like this. Derek's gonna show you here. These are super common. These are Garhammer raise, popularized by Charles Poliquin. I forget the original guy, but there was a guy with the last name Garhammer. Look at that. Pausing at parallel, holding knee to elbow. We lose this strength in the hip flexors below the belly button. We have all kinds of problems in our groin and the lower abdomen because we're weaker than we should be there. How many is that? 7. I said on the low cable, we're going up to 20 reps. I said, I don't think anyone in here can do 20 of these. So we're gonna see. But when I said that, I felt Derek look at me, because if you challenge him, oh, he's gonna crush this. But if you think that's easy to hold it there 20 times, oh yeah, hold it, hold it, hold it. Yeah, look at that. And these are super cheap. Everyone, every gym has chin-up bars, so you can get elite hip flexors and lower abs. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. And to keep the flow for you, I'll run through a couple after this, but I want my mom to show this would be the lowest level. Standing on a slight grade on the board, okay? Because in life, so even if you have mobility like this, even in primitive places where they don't have chairs, they usually either have the back rounded or are on the toes. So trying to tell people now to go all the way down with a flat back is gonna be pretty unrealistic levels of mobility. This is also gonna engage those lower muscles right there. These are the most fast twitch of the quad muscles. So even if you think you're training your leg muscles as you age, if you're not running and jumping and stuff, we lose the muscle tissue there. Not to mention, this actually develops, strengthens, and grows our patellar tendon. So she's gonna start here. She's gonna reach out so that she can sit back and get a full range of motion. Exhale 10 times.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you wanna jump in there. You're gonna go, all right, let's see. Let's see. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Control down. Good. Explode up. Full pause at the bottom is extremely important. And try not to let your knees, try to keep them straight when you go. Explode up. Good job. Good job. So this is giving her a challenge, but by fully bending the joint, we tell the body we're using that joint. That is what brings the synovial fluid to the joint. That's the oil that delivers the nutrients. So a real death wish for the knee would be saying don't bend it. The trick is to regress this down. And I actually had to do so with the ATG split squat. So this is not the first leg day, this is the third leg day in this program. The second leg day, we regress less difficulty than this, although it still scales to any level. And the first leg day, we regress even more. Now let me try to have you do one with these. So with these, reach out in front of you. Yep, hold them strong. Yep.
Reach out in front.
And then as you go, reach them out in front. There it is, yep. They don't have to go too far in front. Can you get back up?
Yeah.
Good, good, like that. So this shifts, good. You keep going there, and I'm gonna grab a pair right next to you, and we'll see if,
Get these out the way.
yep, we're good. So, sorry to make you do a bunch of reps there.
No.
So go ahead. Keeping them at the side is gonna be tougher. I know, but can you see how it wants to go? So this actually makes it a little more natural. See how you can go there? This is this is a more natural motion to let them go where they are. But as the weight gets heavier, you can't hold, you know, these are 45 pounds and I'll be working up even heavier. So you just go with what's natural, full pause, explode. So you don't even have to think about it. You just do it, you see that? You do what's natural, look at that. So she's getting load into a full knee bend to put money in the bank to actually deliver nutrients and get stronger joints internally, not just externally.
Great.
You did a round.
Yes.
That was actually her second round. And now she has one more round, minimum 3 rounds for going today, maximum 5. I gotta bang these out. So you can follow me through. I'll just do 1 round through straight just to show you, my mom's way, just to show you how intense you can make this. So my mom at 67 is getting a precise workout, and at 30, I wanna be dunking when my kid can dunk. So I have to be freaky athletic, but I have to be freaky bulletproof too. He's 1 year old. So for a guy who reached 20 having never grabbed the rim, I have to get some very interesting, unprecedented results out of my training to be able to dunk when I'm nearing 50 years old, because he's gonna be a late bloomer just like I was. So look at this, you can go. We call this the infinite workout, named after Derek, Mr. Infinity, because also it's infinite challenge. Boom. So there is a round. And depending on what I'm feeling, so I don't set a timer. Half the time I don't even count my reps. Toes behind knees. Now, I didn't mention perhaps the most important part of longevity training. The truth is that bodies that do not have heavy loads are biologically 10 years older than bodies that do. But how do we get that heavy load without breaking down in the process? Well, the thing about the sled is that only you move the sled. With a squat, if I put 1,000 pounds on it, it might actually kill my mom. With a sled, I could put 1,000 pounds, it just wouldn't move. It's a fundamental difference. There's my 2 rounds. Look at my mom. Total, it's almost 150 pounds. She's able to get that heavy loading while working that mobility through the toes, that youthful mobility. Every single step is knees over toes as well. So that's why I'm knees over toes guy, because it's actually just false data that your knees can't go over your toes. That's the death wish for your knees. The wrong mistake is thinking that mastering a subject is going to require very little knowledge. Okay? The right way is by understanding the subject. Then you can't be the adverse effect of it. So my mom understands knees over toes training and is putting scientific money in the bank with every session. Well, there you go. Last one I'll show you since he's not here is grip. So you notice we started the session with toes. What are we finishing the session with? Grip. Ferdy's, go ahead. Ferdy's one of the most athletic guys in his 30s that I know. Guess what's going to be a limiting factor for him today? Wait till you get up to 25 kilos holding it. You see what I mean? So we lose grip strength as we age. So this is only one way of doing it, but having to stimulate our grip every session. So every session starts with the toes, finishes with the grip. Now I've covered every longevity training truth that I was trying to cover. Thank you for watching. If you don't speak English, probably turn on the subtitles because I know I talk fast. If you don't like me breathing during the workout, please do this workout, make your own, and you can teach us. All right, much love, ATG fam. Thank you, Derek and my mom, for demonstrating the fittest people I know, the youngest people I know for their age, but me and Ferdy, early 30s, we're getting even younger.